invited our Rotaract president. All the three presidents will present their projects and significant projects and status of their project. So before we proceed, we will have the invocation followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the four-way tests and objects of Rotary through audiovisual presentation. Please go ahead, Tope.
Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward, save that of knowing that I do your most holy will. Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward, save that of knowing that I do your most holy
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alaw ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupi, kita masisingil, sa lagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bahay. Nagilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang tinawaan, ang isang ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagiging, ang bituin at araw niya kailan papalit magdidilim. Lupa ng araw, aming pagsika, layalangin sa likod. Aming ligaya na at may mamagin, at namatay ng dahil sa'yo.
The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster: first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service; second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente. Vision. We see people of action cultivating fellowship, integrity, excellence, leadership, diversity, service for everyone, every day. Mission statement: high impact leaders helping humanity.
Thank you, CIC Otope. Next, the introduction of RCCF members to be done by Secretary Polly. Go ahead, Polly.
Thank you, Brother Jun Torres. Yeah, I will introduce the Rotarian and Rotaractor. Rotary Club Cebu Puente, President Amy Tesalona. And then Rotary Club Cebu Puente, past District Governor Yumi Espina. And then Rotary Club Cebu Puente, past District Governor Mian Alcordo Solomo. And then past President June Torres. And then past President Ma Sol. And then past President Marichel Amores. And then honorary member Peace. And then director Cristo Tope. And then director Jason Ong. And then director Stephen Oi. And then Rotaractor. I will introduce Rotaractor is the Hanna. Also Rotaractor Jaco. Also Rotaractor Maria. Also Rotaractor Gerard. And then also Rotaractor Raymond. Also Rotaractor Jaminar. Also Rotaractor Bobby. And then also Rotaractor Michaela. Also Rotaractor Emily. Also Rotaractor Angelo. Also Rotaractor Reiko Maria. Also Rotaractor Marilyn. Also Rotaractor Francisco Bianca. And then, sorry, Rotarian is the new member is the CD. Rotary member is the new member is the CD. And then also Rotary Club Cebu Puente, just now joining, is Director Gingging Lumanta. Okay.
Thank you, Secretary Polly. Now, the
Thank
next
you.
part of the program will be the presentation of by the Rotaractor President. So may I ask Attorney Sid to call the president to make their presentation? Attorney Sid?
Thank you, PP June. I'm very much honored to call in the presidents of the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente as they will be reporting their projects. To begin with, we will be hearing from the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente Community Base. Let us all welcome Rotaract Club President Raymond Kapala.
Hello and good evening, titos and titas, and to my fellow Rotaractors who are in this meeting tonight. Before I start, I'd like to show our appreciation for inviting us tonight to showcase our projects and our accomplishments in the club. So with that said, let me share my screen for a bit. And are you guys able to see my screen? Can you see my presentation?
Yes, Don, we see your screen.
Thank you, Tika Gov. Okay, so again, good evening to everyone. And let me start with my presentation for tonight. So for tonight, I'll be presenting our banner projects and our accomplishment for the Rotary year 2020 to 2021. So for our banner projects, I was really thinking if for tonight, I'll be sharing all of our projects for the year. And given that we have limited time, and also I know that I'm not the only presenter for tonight, I will only be showcasing our banner projects for 2020 to 2021. And those are our Help.net webinars and our Light for Everyone project. And also for tonight, I will be talking about our club accomplishments and recognitions. So internal, so it may be accomplishments or recognitions from Rotaract clubs or Rotary International or from external organizations. Okay, so let me talk to you about our banner project. And I say the new normal way because we're already doing it in the virtual way because of the pandemic. So let me start with our project Help.net. So in totality, Help.net are webinars on mental health amidst COVID-19. So for the overview of this project and for the history of the Help.net, we decided to come up with free mental wellness webinar sessions so that we can help alleviate the effects of social disconnection. So Help.net is a series of webinars born out of the initiative to make our participants feel that they have a safe space online where they have access to reliable sources and that can help them tackle their personal mental issues. So for Help.net, the reason why we have initiated this project is because during the pandemic, most of us felt lost, hopeless, anxious, terrified, afraid, and agitated because of the pandemic. We partnered with our longtime partner in service, Lingap Diwa, to come up with the free online webinars to cater to the needs of individuals on how to cope with stress, anxiety, and depression intensified by the pandemic. So for Help.net, we have partnered with different experts in the field of psychology, psychiatry, and neurology to discuss mental health topics, which are divided into 3 modules. So the first one is mental health in the era of COVID-19. Second one is the enhancing of resilience in the workplace. And the third one is psychosocial support for frontliners in time of COVID-19. So for Help.net, Zoom is our main platform for the discussion. Zoom sessions last up to a maximum of 2 hours per module. Our resource persons are doctors of psychiatry, psychology, and neurology from Lingap Diwa. What makes our sessions unique is that if in case a participant wants further discussion and assessment, they can avail of the free consultation, which is done via telemedicine, which is accessible either by Zoom or phone call. So with this new normal, the pandemic may have forced us to avoid physical contact, but it made us connected and united virtually through the advances of technology. So for the impact of Help.net, we started this initiative last May of 2020. we reached a number of almost 2,500 respondents from all across the nation, and this is still counting. We provided surveys after the webinars for feedback, and so far, we are receiving positive results and personal messages of gratitude from our participants. So we have produced more than 46 webinars for our Help.net program. Our message for mental well-being is resonating throughout social media with groups and organizations wanting to partner with us to provide the webinars to their people. So far, we have coordinated and co-sponsored the webinars with 40 Rotaract clubs all over the nation, 11 school organizations, and various Sangguniang Kabataan groups outside of Cebu. So for our second banner project, we call it Light for Everyone. So Light for Everyone in an overview. So for decades, the community at Mountain Barangay Mabini has been using kerosene lamps or candles as a sort of light at night, as they have no access to electricity. With our Light for Everyone project, 24 families are now equipped with solar-powered lamps, which we have assembled ourselves using recycled plastic bottles. The lamps can save them from fire hazards and also save them hundreds of pesos per month from kerosene expenses. The solar lamps can last for 48 hours from a single charge. And during the implementation of the project, the beneficiaries were also involved in crafting the solar lamps so that they may equip themselves with the ability to troubleshoot the lamps if there is a need to. With this project, 24 families can now depend on a stable and reliable source of light at night. No more fear of fire hazards brought by kerosene or candles. No more nights in the darkness. Our solar lamps will automatically turn on thanks to the light sensor when the night comes, and will automatically absorb solar energy thanks to the solar panels. This project wouldn't be possible without the help of Light of Hope PH and the 53rd Engineering Brigade of the Philippine Army, who supplied the club with the technical knowledge and resources for the club. Now we go to the next part of my presentation, which I will be sharing about the club's accomplishment and recognitions for Rotary Year 2020 to 2021. Now let me start with the MDIO or Rotary Magazine. So MDIO stands for Pilipinas Multi-District Information Organization. So this is the governing body that facilitates and controls all of the Rotaract clubs in the Philippines and also the Rotaract districts all over the Philippines. So this Rotary year, we were able to publish multiple articles for MDIO and Rotary Magazine. Next is we also have multiple recognition from Pilipinas MDIO. Next is that we're proud to say that for 2 consecutive years, the club has been contributing to the Rotary Foundation, which in turn, we were given the Rotaract Giving Certificate. So this is what you get, this is what Rotaract clubs get when they donate to the Rotary Foundation and if it reaches a certain amount. So as you can see on the visuals here, we were one of only 3 Rotaract clubs for Rotary year 2020 to 2021 who was able to get this particular giving certificate. Next is for the MDIO events. So the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente community base has been supporting Filipinas MDIO in providing engagement activities for all Rotaractors in the Philippines. And for this, and we will also have another activity this coming May 22 for all Rotaractors in the Philippines in celebration of the Filipinas Pre-Convention. Next is we also have this first time in our club, and because during our 13th club induction and handover ceremonies, we were fortunate enough to have Rotary International Director Verpi Honcala as our guest speaker during our induction ceremonies. That's a first time for our club to have an international director join any of our club engagements. And next is we are proud to say that we have Rotaractor Scarlett Jade Mapa as the very first Miss Pilipinas Rotaractor People of Action 2020. So Rotaractor Scarlett represented District 3860 for People of Action. It is a battle of beauty, brains, and advocacy. Next is we have the Tayo 2020 semifinalists. So Tayo stands for the 10 accomplished youth organizations. Tayo is the sole award-giving program that recognizes and supports the outstanding contributions of youth organizations in the Philippines. And out of 850 entries submitted by different organizations nationally, we were one of the 43 qualifiers for the expert screening as a semifinalist for Tayo 2020. And also, we are very proud to say that for the second time in history, we were nominated as a finalist for the International Rotaract Outstanding Project. So our project, Help.net, were selected out of over 600 nominations for the project sustainability, innovation, and collaboration. And hopefully, this coming Pilipinas Rotaract E-Convention, this May 22, 2021, the club would be able to give more good news to our mother club as we may be bringing some of the achievements that Pilipinas MDAO will be giving out. And the same goes for the upcoming Rotaract District 3860 Discon happening this June 26 to 27, 2021. And with that said, thank you so much for lending me your ears, and thank you. Are there any questions for me? Or
Thank you, Rotaract President Raymond, for such a good, comprehensive presentation. Before we proceed, we would like to also welcome some latecomers, Director Jomar Ponce, past President Jesse Baring, Member D. Lagunas, new Rotarian Member Tutsi Spaller. Welcome to the General Membership meeting tonight. May we proceed, Attorney Sid?
Yes, thank you, PP June. Thank you also, President Raymond, for the very nice and impressive presentation. And for our next presenter this evening, we will be hearing from the President of Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, University of San Carlos Chapter, President Gerald Nitz Ponce.
Hello, good evening, Rotarians, my dear Rotarians, titos and titas. Is it okay if I'll present after UV chapter? I'm still having a problem with my PowerPoint presentation right now. I can't export it yet.
Okay. So with that said, we will be hearing instead the President of Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, University of the Visayas Chapter, President Maria Leia Mariveles.
To our dearest Rotarians and fellow Rotaractors, good evening. It is with great pride and honor to present to you the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, University of the Visayas Chapter's projects implemented this Rotary year 2020 to 2021. Cracker Health Diary number 1 and 2. Quarantine has a mental impact which reported to be negative psychological effect that includes post-traumatic stress, symptoms, confusion, and anger. Stressors includes a longer quarantine duration, fear to be infected, frustration, boredom, inadequate supplies, inadequate information, financial loss, and stigma. With that, our Secretary Hannah Kathleen Bayadog and Rotaractor Annabel Llorosa shares their daily life activities and gives a short spiritual talk that could help reduce and avoid the negative psychological impacts of quarantine. Project Tahaking, Hari ng Kalsada sa Panahon ng COVID-19, is a fundraising project that aims to raise funds to give tricycle drivers the basic needs they need, especially in this time of pandemic. It was successfully implemented last July 2020 at West Camias, Quezon City. Thanks to our partner from Rotaract Club of Gardner College for helping to reach out those 30 beneficiaries. The Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas Chapter initiated an online campaign to raise awareness to everyone about the importance of staying hydrated, especially in these trying times. Stay hydrated, stay healthy. The Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter had their joint project webinar last July 22, 2020 with the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente community-based in partnership with Lingap Diwa entitled Mental Health in the Era of COVID-19. Dr. Mary Crisinte, the speaker of the said webinar, addressed the effect of the current pandemic to our mental health and how to cope with it. Gifting the nature. This is in collaboration with the Rotaract Club of Downtown Batangas City and a club for Nepal, which is Rotaract Club of Parbat Pokhara. They organized a project which aims to inspire people to help our environment while staying at home by doing backyard gardening. The three clubs initiated a campaign that gives people tips on how to turn unuseful things into a useful one, such as turning unused plastic bottles and containers into a pot where you can plant seeds. With this, we could make our quarantine days productive and enjoyable. As we are seeking for peace of mind and heart while dealing with our different battles in this era of COVID-19, sadly, most of us got lost in this way. With this, the RCCF UV advice for Nilroy Impasse allows us to join the BSB Alumni's Bible study led by the Student Revival founder or president, Pastor Vito Frank Denisi. The said activity was entitled Cure for Anxiety, God's Plan for Peace of Mind and Heart. This was held last August 15, 2020 at 8 p.m. via Zoom. Huantala and One Guhit. This project is in celebration with the Buwan ng Wika. It is an online poem writing and poster making contest that helps the youth in expressing their thoughts about the theme Wika ng Kasaysayan, Kasaysayan ng Wika. Ang mga katutubong wika sa mga Filipinong bayanihan kontra pandemya. Quarantine. The Rotaract Clubs of Cebu Fuente community-based, University of San Carlos, and University of the Visayas chapter, in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente, had their pilot episode of Quarantine, a webinar series innovating the new normal. This joint seminar were held last August 31, 2020 at 2 p.m. via Zoom. The speakers for the said event were Marcel Lorenzo S. Rosario and Honorable Johanna M. Velosa. Pandemic has challenged us. We're locked up in our houses, scared for our healthcare and the safety of our loved ones, and the education that the youngsters deserve to have is in jeopardy. With this, the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter, in partnership with the Rotaract Club of Rizal Technological University, launched a project entitled Proyekto ni Teki, the Webinar Series 1.0. We had invited a speaker to talk about our first ever webinar series, Technology, Collaborative Tools, and E-Safety Issues in the Digital World. This was conducted on 12th day of September at 10 a.m. We also successfully had our second launch of Proyekto ni Teki 2.0 with a series entitled Effects of Social Media on Mental Health last December 2020 via Zoom. Our resource speaker, Ms. Jedidia K. the CAS Research Coordinator of the University of the Visayas, shares her expertise focusing on mental health. The Pink Perspective is an initiative project of youth organizations, the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter, Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of San Carlos, Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente Community-Based, Cebu Doctors University College of Medicine, Community Outreach, Resource and Education, also Cebu Doctors University, I Conserve Foundation Incorporated Cebu, and in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente. It aims to raise awareness among Filipinos about breast cancer. It is a 2-day online webinar that intends to give light on the truths and stories behind the breast cancer journey. Pata, Putting an End Polio, is an initiative project of the same youth organizations earlier in Pink Perspective. This is to raise awareness among Filipinos about poliomyelitis. World Polio. This is an online campaign that aims to raise awareness about polio. Calamities Response and Emergency Support is a network of leaders and youth volunteers in Cebu providing community outreach initiatives and youth empowerment. The RCCF UV is part of it. Speak Up is a campaign wherein we encourage the rape victims to be fearless and find strength despite the challenges and struggles they experience. Craft number 1, 2, 3, and 4. These crafts are video tutorials that shows how to make unique creations made of recyclable materials. This is to encourage and inspire everyone that instead of throwing our waste, reduce, reuse, recycle things that are found at home. Make it an enjoyable hobby to be creative and become resourceful together with your loved ones. The Cebu Council of Rotaract Clubs Week last March 7 to 14, 2021. It was really fun to physically meet Rotaractors from other clubs for the first time. In celebration with the World Rotaract Week, a coastal cleanup drive spearheaded by the Rotaract Club Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter and Cebu Port Center was held last March 13, 2021, 6 a.m. at F. Vissel Street, SRP Back Road. The council then headed to CSYDCB Arana St. Tulio Fatima Cebu, where the craft or recycling contest for more than 50 boys was held. Some of the trash collected in the coastal cleanup was used for the said Thanks to the World Rotaract Week, the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter and the Rotaract Club of Cebu Port Center built a good rapport. With this, they decided to implement another joint project that aims to donate books, art and craft materials, and other essentials to the young women of Rancho Ni Cristo at F. Cabajo Street, Mabala, Cebu City. Since we were not able to interact with them personally due to pandemic, we just wrote letters of encouragement and inspiration. This project is in celebration with their International Women's Month last March 21, 2021 at 3 p.m. Pause for pause. We are saddened by the news that some animals in the pound are euthanized because they can't afford to feed them and the shelters are already full. That's why we strongly encourage everyone to adopt stray animals, because they also need love and care just like we do. So, start adopting now. Love local, support local. It is an online campaign that aims to buy local, buy Filipino-made products. Supporting Filipino-made goods makes us realize our culture and identity. Furthermore, by purchasing locally produced goods, you are ensuring that micro, small, and medium enterprises in the Philippines have a chance to thrive. Revive the economy. Be a hero. Buy local. Go local. Last April 30, 2020, the Rotaract Clubs of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas chapter, Cebu Port Center, and Mactan site celebrated the Earth Month by planting 200 different fruit-bearing and non-fruit-bearing trees in Barangay Pulang Batu. Juan Tanim. This is a continuation with our Juan Tanim on the land. The same Rotaract clubs planted 200 mangrove trees at Liloan City, Cebu, last May 7. 3 different clubs joined as one team for the world. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maria Lea Moravles from RCCF UV. Thanks for watching. Love ya.
So, thank you, President Maria. That was a very inspiring and well-prepared presentation. Now, can we go back to President Gerald of
Yes, Attorney Sid.
of Rotaract Club Cebu Fuente University of San Carlos chapter. Okay, President Gerald, you have the floor.
Thank you, Attorney Sid. So before I start, let me present my PowerPoint presentation. All right, so my dear Rotarians and fellow Rotaractors, good evening. So today, I will be presenting to you our club achievements in the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, University of San Carlos. As the transforming president of the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, USC, let me present to you our club achievements for the Rotary year 2021 to 2020 to 2021. But first, let us first take a look at our club directory for Rotary 2020 to 2021. So our club president is me, yours truly. Our club secretary is transforming secretary Kiara Lynn Toralba. Our president-elect is Rotaractor Louis James Haminal. And of course, we have here our contact details and also the sponsored by the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente. So in the Rotary year 2020 to 2021, we have a number of 65 members as of September 15, 2020, and 73 active members as of May 1, 2021. And now, let me present to you our District Rotaract representatives' thrust accomplishments for the Rotary year 2020 to 2021. Starting up with our here. On the number of the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente, University of San Carlos, has number of reported activities from June 2020 to April 21, a total of 64 reported activities. This number excludes the number of meetings and all the fellowship activities that we have created. This was reported in our District 3860 monthly report tracker. And also we have implemented out of 4 mandatory activities, we have implemented 4 out of the 4 goals for the DRR's thrust accomplishment 4. We also, for the club administration, we accomplished 3 out of 4. For the membership growth and retention, we accomplished 4 out of 6. And for the Polio Plus Fund and the Rotary Foundation, we accomplished 2 out of 2 goals. Also, for the public image and service projects, we accomplished 4 out of 7 goals. For the district and international participation and club partnership, we accomplished 5 out of 10 goals. And for the research, which is one of the criteria that DRRAs added, we didn't accomplish for this category since the district hasn't implemented any activity or project with regards to this category. Also for the additional activity, which is the establishment of a partnership with a barangay, this is still yet to be accomplished, to be established with Barangay Talamba. And here are some of our mandatory activities. So in the Rotary International Presidential Citation, we have accomplished 17 out of 22 goals for the RI Presidential Citation. And also, we have accomplished a 5-year Rotaract action plan, which we submitted to the Filipinas Rotaract MDIO last March 31, 2021. And this here in the screen is the certificate that we received from Filipinas Rotaract MDIO. Also, for the membership growth and retention, we had our first virtual induction and turnover ceremony, which was held last August 30, 2020. And also, we had the first joint basic orientation seminar last July 26, 2020, along with the Rotaract Clubs of Cebu Fuente, that's community-based, and University of the Visayas chapter. So for the Polio Plus Fund and the Rotary Foundation, we were able to conduct a partnership project with the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, University of the Visayas chapter, and also the community-based, along with other youth organizations in Cebu, specifically in Cebu Doctors University. We have CORE and ALSA. We were able to conduct an online a webinar to shed light on how to end polio now, which is titled Patak, Putting an End to Polio, which was held last October 31, 2020. And this event was participated by a lot of youth and also Rotaractors and non-Rotaractors coming from Cebu and all around the Philippines. And of course, one of our guest speakers that time was our NPolio Now coordinator, Tita Gov, no, Mary Ann Solomon. So for our public image and service projects, two of our banner projects for this year was the Balik Handog program, the Strands of Hope project. So Balik Handog program is actually a program that is in partnership with Kite Foundation in Cebu. And for our first project for the Balik Handog program, we were able to launch our first ever Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente USC chapter storybook, which was made by Rotaractor Michelle Manglapos, the professional service development director of RACCF USC, and of course, our finance and foundation director, Rotaractor Edison Amodia, who edited and who made all the illustrations for this first storybook entitled The Turtle's Shell. And we were able to conduct a launching ceremony and also a storytelling activity together with kids and parents and Kite Foundation Cebu. Of course, another project that we have successfully accomplished is the Strands of Hope. It is a hair donation drive. It is our project of the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente together with USC, University of San Carlos Red Cross Youth College Council, and Kite Ateneo. So the project was launched last October 2020 and it ended last January 2021. And for this project, we were able to gather 80 bundles of hair from different donors of hair donors within the Philippines. So there were around 74 hair donors who participated in the Strands of Hope project. And this project was also submitted to the Gear Awards for the Pilipinas Rotaract NDIO, and the results will be out during the Pilipinas E-Convention, Pilipinas Rotaract E-Convention. Next, we also have our public image and service projects. During the World Rotaract Week, we also contributed to the Love Drive, a donation drive for the Lolos and Lolas at Gasa Sagugma. It is Cebu Council project, Cebu Council of Rotaract Clubs project, last World Rotaract Week. So it was, I think, March 14, 2021. So there we were able to give out sanitation kits, food, and also eyeglasses for our Lolos and Lolas. And of course, during the World Rotaract Week, we were able to celebrate it by hosting an online event. It is an online bingo night, no, in celebration of the World Rotaract Week, together with other Rotaract clubs in Cebu Council and also other Rotaractors from the Philippines. And for the district and international participation and club partnership, we were able to send 3 Rotaractors during the RILA 2021. So Rotaractor Louis Haminal, Rotaractor MJ Franco, and Rotaractor Muriel Navarro represented the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente USC chapter. And of course, our president-elect Louis James Haminal was awarded as the outstanding Railarian for 2021. And here are also some of our service projects that we have conducted under the Rotary Rotary International Areas of Focus. So first, we have the peace building and conflict prevention. So we were able to have 2 projects, which are Strands of Hope and the World Rotaract Week 2021 Bingo Night with a fellowship activity. Also, for the disease prevention and treatment, we were able to conduct these activities: the status check, a mental health webinar. It is a partner project with Lingap Diwa and also the RACCF community based. And also we conducted the Pink Perspective during the it's a breast cancer awareness and also a promise of hope. This project was um, this project was aimed to raise awareness and of course to um, raise awareness on breast cancer awareness by encouraging students to wear pink during our synchronous classes at the University of San Carlos. And also, we conducted that one, the Patak Putting an End to Polio webinar, mental health in the era of COVID-19. It is also a mental health webinar. And under the water, sanitation, and hygiene, we were able to conduct these activities, the Liwanag 2020. It is a Christmas concert of hope in partnership with the University of San Carlos Red Cross Youth Council. And also, we were able to conduct the Project ECQ, or the Project Elderly Care During Quarantine, the Senior Moments, which is a culmination project of the Top Click and Share project, where we were able to raise funds from our partner business SMEs in Cebu, and we were able to donate some food and hygiene kits at Gasa Sagugma. And also, we were able to conduct our limpyo ka, or the lihok alang sa maayo na paglimpyo sa kamot, a hand washing campaign during the month of March. For maternal and child health, we were able to partner with other Rotaract clubs in Luzon for the Alay para sa Albay, and we also conducted the virtual storytelling for the turtle's shell. Next, we have the basic education and literacy. So for the basic education and literacy, we're able to conduct the Balik Handog program and the Project Tolay, or the trustworthy online linking and learning avenue for the youth. So this Project Tolay is still an ongoing project. This wasn't accomplished yet due to some restrictions with our OSA in school. Next, we also have this community economic development. For the month of July, we were able to accomplish posted 7 episodes of the Rock Cooking 101, where our Rotaractors showcased their own recipes, their healthy recipes. At the same time, the proper costing of these recipes, since it is a project under community economic development. We also conducted the Tap, Click, and Share and the Project Tindak, or the Tin Can Donation Drive alang kay Kuya Driver. And for this year, unfortunately, we weren't able to conduct a project in line with the supporting the environment, the area of focus of supporting the environment, because our project, the Agrica Dito, was not pushed through due to some limitations. No, and also, but we are planning to push through with the Agrica Dito project in partnership with Honda for the following months. And of course, 2 of our unimplemented projects that we wish to provide for our dear Rotaractors are the Rotaract ID card and also the Rotaract Cebu Fuente ID discount. So this ID discount was I think I was able to share this project with Attorney Ging before. This project was about to give discounts for Rotaract members under the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente, especially like those are the Rotarians have businesses and who are willing to give discounts for our dear Rotaractors. And of course, for the upcoming projects, we have 2 upcoming projects for this month. We have the Youth Virtual Novena, which will be on May 23, 2021, in celebration of the Flores de Mayo. At the same time, we have the Youth Grand Cleanup Drive on May 30, 2021. This project is a culmination project for the Youth Service Month. And we are still working on it to pass a letter to the office of the mayor so that they can give assistance for this project as well. And now, my dear Rotarians and fellow Rotaractors, allow me to present to you our President and Secretary-elect for the Rotary year 2021 to 2022. We have President-elect Louis James Haminal and Secretary-elect Kiara Largo. But before that, I'd like to say thank you everyone for listening and for your support for this Rotary year 2020 to 2021. May you all may all continue to become inspiration to everyone, at the same time continue to open opportunities to other people. Keep safe and God bless.
Thank you, President Gerald. PP June, I think those are the three presidents that will be that presented kung ano. No other speakers. Nakamute ka, PP June.
Sorry. Indeed, the pandemic has not stopped our Rotaractors from coming up with all these commendable projects, each with unique titles. We are proud of you all. Thank you also to our Director for Youth Service, Attorney Gingging Lumanta, for guiding these Rotaractors who will be our future Rotarians. At this point, we would also like to welcome our Vice President, President-elect Attorney Burns Amago, Past President Dina Ramos, Director Eman Abayabay, Rotarian Don Kanama. The next part of the program will be the President's time. So, President Emmy, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening again, fellow Rotarians. Wow, congratulations to all the Rotaract clubs of Cebu Fuente. What more can I say? So, congratulations again. The three Rotaract clubs turned in impressive accomplishments as they all completed their committed goals. Some Rotaractors of San Carlos even won awards during the RILA convention. RCCF is very proud of the three Rotaract clubs. The projects that focus on mental health is the one that caught my attention because of its relevance in the COVID era. This project, I'm pretty sure, will be sustainable as the Rotaract Club established clearly the foundation of the project. Overall, all the clubs or the Rotaract clubs of Cebu Puente did well in Rotary year 2020-2021. Again, my warmest congratulations. Past President June?
Yes, go ahead, President Emmy. You have other topics to discuss?
No more topics to be discussed.
So with that, you can adjourn the meeting so we can proceed with the fellowship singing.
Okay, since no more other topics to be discussed, this meeting is adjourned. Fellowship continues. Who's in charge of the fellowship, partner?
Tope, ready, Top?
I guess without you can't smile without you can't laugh, can't walk if even talk.
I feel glad when you're glad. You don't know what I'm going through. I just can't smile without
You came along
you along.
just like a
Just
song.
like a song, you brighten my day. Who'd believe I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about I just can't stop
Nits, ikaw na Nits.
We will play the Kahoots game. Please go ahead, President Nitz.
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, titos and titas and fellow Rotaractors. So now we have a fellowship game. It's Kahoot. So I'd like to request everyone to please tune in to kahoot.it. So here's the game pin. It's 9691096.
Nits, sinay mo kuha Nits. Music.
Okay ra ba ya?
May pagamay kay kusog kayo.
Nine players so far.
Sa kanina pagduwa, auto lang pa na. Thank you, converted. Hindi converted.
Nits, i-off na lang music. Nits, nasa upper left. Upper left, right. Nay, notes. Babaw sa start.
You're in.
Madungog ra ko.
Okay ra oh. Ang kusog lang kayo ang music sa couch.
Ay, akong
I-off mo
pa-akuan.
ng music.
I-adjust na nako kuya. Adjust.
Na, okay na.
Ano, okay na?
Ah.
So we have 12 players so far. Okay, so kinsa ni si people Purple Heart. Kuya, unsa daw ang price ani kuya? Naa ba daw price?
Naay price. Kuan. Bagel nga
Yes,
bread.
ito.
Bagel
Wow.
nga bread. I'll send
Guys,
you
kadungog mo
the
to
winner.
guys. Yes. Thank you, Tito John.
You're welcome.
Yes, so we have 13 players. So by the way, this Kahoot quiz is all about the presentations no kanina sa mga transforming presidents. Yes.
Bagel ang price, June?
Bagel from Dessert Factory.
Kato lang mint koan. Itong choco mint cake.
Sige. Ni-appeal ka.
Ni-appeal ko eh. Ako man ang Purple Heart.
Sige. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, napay mo join. We have 14 players. Maybe we can wait for 15 players siguro so we can start na. Napay gusto mo apas? Napa si Derek Ramsay.
Si Derek Ramsey mo daog na sad na.
Kisa ginas Derek Ramsey si kuan na si Dick Barba. O di.
Si Eman na, Eman.
Eman. Ni na Moreno na di si kuan na sunburn na di si Eman.
Wag.
Win or lose, John, ha? Choco mint cake.
Basta ikaw.
Wait, we have 13 players. I think 9 nawala diha. I guess we can start now.
Yay! Okay.
Wala na yung apas. Okay, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so we have our first question. How many banner projects did the community-based have for RY 2020 to 2021? Okay, so the correct answer is 2 projects. So let's try to check the scoreboard. Wow, Press Raymond. Press Raymond on the lead. Okay, next question. Which channel was used for the help.net project of RACCF community-based? Facebook Live, Google Meet, Zoom, Kumu.
Wala.
Okay. So,
Roger.
naay one na wrong. Let's try to check the scoreboard. Okay, Jericho. PE Jericho is on the lead,
Lagi ko kita.
followed by Raiko.
Ina daw masan. Ina.
Lagi ko kakita sa answers. Ano man eh?
Sa screen ni mo, tita.
I think because I'm using the cell phone, probably.
Cellphone sa to gamit.
Tita, you're supposed to look at the screen sa Zoom. What you will see in
Exactly.
your screen is just the colors.
I'm looking at the screen of the Zoom, but then it's only the shapes. I do not see the question. I don't even see the answers. I don't know what
Sa
happened to
Zoom
this.
karon? In the Zoom now?
Wala man makitaan. Wala na
Ang
yung
shapes, tita.
Mama ka share screen.
Nag-share og screen, oy.
Nag-share na,
Nalibog
tita.
ka.
Sige lang. Yan chance ang uban.
Okay, sige.
Balik
Let's
na
check
din.
the scoreboard. So, we have Rotaractor Raiko on the lead. Okay. So, next.
Sabi na kung saan.
Fourth question, what project made the RACF CB a semi-finalist for the 10 Accomplished Youth Organization 2020 or the TAYO Awards?
Balik sa accounts balik. Kumanswer ka. Sa man shape.
Mag-ana nabalin-balin.
Right, so the correct answer is help.net. So this was mentioned by transforming President Raymond a while ago. So, okay, let's check the scoreboard. Okay, so we have our top 5 so far: Raiko, Jericho, Stephen, Chibe, and Moon.
Get the chance.
Which mountain barangay was chosen as the beneficiary for the Light for Everyone project of RCCF CB? We have Barangay Talamban, Barangay Busay, Barangay Mabini, or Barangay Guba. Okay, correct answer is Barangay Mabini. Jericho on the lead. Okay, next. We have true or false. RCCF UV chapter was able to plant exactly 400 fruit-bearing and non-fruit-bearing plants in Liloan and Talamban. Yes, so the answer is true. Let's try to check. Wow, Raiko has the highest answer streak of 6. Wow. Followed by Jericho, Stephen, Moon, and Chibe. I think mga Rotaractors. Rotaractors nag-una. True or false? The RACCF UV was able to implement a webinar entitled Speak Up to help the rape victims.
I pressed the wrong.
Okay, the correct answer is false. So, the answer is they only made an online campaign for project for the Speak Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Ni Apas si Brit. Who is Brit? Okay. On the lead is PE Jericho. True or false? The Rotaract Club of Gardner College and the Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente UV chapter were partners for Project Tahakin. So,
Hindi ginawa. Mina.
So the answer is true. Yes, so this project was created to give assistance to the tricycle drivers. Okay, we have on the lead Rotaractor Raiko, followed by Jericho, Stephen, Moon, and Brit.
Rotarian.
Go Rotarian, so proud of you.
The Rotor Club of Cebu Fuente UV chapter made exactly 5 video tutorials that show how to make unique creations out of recycled materials. So this was the project craft.
Nagkaroon ta kung correct answers. Paspas
Okay,
lang sila.
false. The correct answer is 4 videos. Yes. Same ra gihapon ang atong top 5. Wow. Next.
And by the way, ang mudaog di ay katong nasa bottom 5.
So bottom 5 dyan.
Bali na yung game, bali.
True or false? RACCF UV chapter and RAC Rizal Technological University was able to plan a joint project because of the World Rotaract Week. Answer is false. All right.
Susoy. Ang Rotarians. What were you
Top
sleeping?
5 na daw, no?
Wow, top 5.
Top down.
Si
5
Rotarian
down.
Don.
Ang winners 5 down.
Top 5 na daw, no?
Okay, next question. RACCF USC has a total of 64 activities reported in the District 3860 monthly report tracker.
Tractor mo nas doon.
Okay, wow. Everyone got the correct answer.
Yay.
Yay. Next. Oh, okay, so still the same top 5. We have Raiko, Jericho, Stephen, Moon, and
Kisa ni
Don.
si Stephen yun eh. Stephen yun. Stephen yun eh. Stephen, ikaw ni Stephen dari.
Yeah,
May
ako,
naman
ako
tao.
man eh.
Stephen, oy.
Wow.
Oh, na ni Rotarian.
So proud of
Na
you,
ay
Stephen.
Rotarian.
Oh,
Hi,
si Stephen at saka si Don.
Go Don.
Yes. Next
Kaya
question.
nakawawan taan eh.
For double points. Who is the RI president for the Rotary year 2021 to 2022?
Double point.
Double
Sa
point.
yun na, ano, uy.
Yes.
Siya, ano, masayo
Double
pag yun mo.
points.
Times 2 pag yun.
Gi-COVID
Times
pag
two
yun.
pag yun.
Chance na mo bawi, guys.
Naayo na siya.
Okay. So, daghan ang nasayop. Okay, so correct answer is Chekhar Mehta.
Oo, kay Attorney Burns na ano yan eh. Na
Daghan ang
presidente.
nasayop. Okay, so
Oh, 22.
Pangarang ka ba, wey?
yes. Next.
Ano na, sayop si Tita Maricel, I think.
Okay, so we have Jericho on the lead. Okay, so si oh. Next, what was the title of the first RACCF USC storybook?
What's the title?
The Turtle's Shell, The Turtle's Walk, The Turtle's Snack, The Turtle and His Friends.
Muchir,
Okay.
say, correct?
So the correct answer is The Turtle's Shell by Rotaractor Michelle Manglapos and Rotaractor Edison Amodia. Yay. Next. Oh, first, let's check the scoreboard. Okay, President Raymond on the lead. Wow.
Uy, Stephen, Don, cheer na lang ko para nilang do. Rotarian.
How
Rotarian
many
daw.
bundles of
Daog
hair were collected from the Strands of Hope project?
Rotarians. Wake up.
Okay, so correct answer, 80 bundles of hair.
Kanang 6 kabuk, kuha na siya. USC na tanan. Klaro
Uy,
na rin.
nakatubag sa Rotarian di
Murag
ay
ana,
oy.
Rotarian
Nice.
ay.
murag ang question nga para
Mota,
Rotarian ato
mota.
kay katura jong RI president ko ya. Ya daghan pag yung na wrong. Okay, so top 5 we have President Raymond, Rotaract Raiko, PE Jericho, we have Rotarian Stephen, and Brit. Who is Brit?
Wala si
I
Stephen.
think
Uy, kung
Rotaractor.
Stephen,
Yeah.
I'll cheer for you. Cheerleader na lang ko.
Okay. Second to the last, when was the first joint virtual basic orientation seminar of the Rotaract clubs of Cebu Fuente conducted? July 29, 2020, June 26, 2020, July 26, 2020, or June 29, 2020? Okay, so correct answer is July 26, 2020.
Yay.
And the speakers during that time were DRR,
Uy,
Ace, and
pumasok si
also
Tupi.
one of the speakers was Rotarian Don, Rotaractor Don.
Pe, so proud of you, Pe. Problem, Pe. Kutob lang yung 3 places.
Okay, so we have our last question. True or false?
Oh,
50% na tama mo dyan, Pe.
RAC Cebu Fuente USC wasn't able to submit
Pe,
a
kung mahimo
5-year
kang number
action
1, Pe,
plan to
ada
the
na akong
Filipinas
1,000, Pe.
Rotaract
Kung madaog ka,
MDIO.
Pe.
Posible ka.
Kaya mo number 1 jud ka, Pe.
Appeal ko, Atty. Burns.
Okay, so correct answer is false. We were able to
Na-feel
submit
ako, number
a
1 yun si
5-year
Tupi.
Rotaract action plan to the Filipinas
Wala eh.
Rotaract MDIO.
Kagak na.
times
Okay,
5.
so let's see the results.
Number 1 ka, Pe. Akong tanaw, Pe.
Okay,
Times 5 man eh.
kinsa
And the
makadaog
winner
sa
is
Oh, Jericho. Number 3.
Jericho.
of course, number 1,
Kasi Tupi na
President
yun ang nidaog.
Raymond. Wow,
Oh,
President Raymond.
congrats. Congrats, guys.
Si
Ay,
Raymond.
sayang nga pe. Oh,
We have
mga
our
1,000
runners
ang
up,
tato
no?
on the
Pe,
back.
sayang, Pe. Ang 1,000, Pe.
Ako, kay
Sayang,
pa naman
sayang
ko.
si ano, oh.
Congratulations.
Sayang si Stephen, no? Hindi naging ano.
Oh.
Number
Di
4.
bale ako, winner pa rin ako kasi may cake ako galing kay June. Thank you.
Sa idol balay.
I need
Wala
the
akong
numbers sa
bahay
kanang
dito.
winners. Cellphone sa
Ha?
mga winners. I need the
Ah.
numbers. So who will send it to me?
Kana, pinakalisod ka na.
Kita okay, basin di ay ang kanang kuan, basin kanang inyuhang bagel mahimo na ng GCash. Number you have to give me.
Kisay
Alright,
mahatag
so
number.
that ends our Kahoot
Uy, thank you,
challenge.
Thank
Rotaractors,
you,
ha?
Rotaractors,
Rotaractor.
for
Thank you.
making this kahoots
Yeah.
Thank
such
you
a
so
short
much,
time.
titos and titas.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, by the
Yeah,
way.
congratulations on your achievement, guys.
Yes, great
Achievements.
ways to go.
Achievements, good.
Yes.
May picture diha. Pe picture sa pe kay wala ako pe.
Sige. Wait ha. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. One more. Okay, ready? 1. Okay. Angelo Idol. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Pariha biya ko naon sa mga Rotaractors ka-level legend me
Ah,
Oo, naon.
giro kinis ko.
Hmm.
Dirty Burns. Thank you kay ninyo ha, Rotaractors.
Rotaractors.
Thank you, Rotaractors.
Pwede kong tagaan sa kanang kuan sa number sa mga president elect o
Elect.
secretary elect. Please send me your kanang kisa man tong sila na lang no ang asa man yung i-send na lang yung sa Rotaractor nga group no together with that kuan. I'll check it there.
Yes,
Networks.
attorney, further attorney.
Yes. Uh-uh.
Yes. So by the way, our president elect for our ACCF USC chapter is here
Si
with
Louie
us.
na.
Yes, this evening. Yes, Louis. Hi, Louis.
The same for
Gabi.
attorney for Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente
For kuan for community based Raymond ikaw gapon? Oh, didi ay.